Welcome to don't yell. Welcome to Firearms of America. Today I'm back here at Shooters in Fort Myers, Florida. Very excited because I'm about to do the review of a gun that I wanted to review for a very long time. It's a Canik. Yes, or as the proper name would be Canik, not Canik, right? If you do the actual Turkish, not spelling, pronunciation. And this is the TP9 Elite Combat. Absolutely magnificent looking gun. I love the way it looks, but even more so, I love the way it shoots. And I did a lot of shooting with this one already because this is my personal sidearm. Yes, this is what I chose. Now, this is the full package. This is the one that comes with the actual Vortex red dot. You can find it. Right now they're kind of on and off the market, but you can find these. The most expensive, the full package. So let's put a few rounds through it, and then we will start talking about the features. Well, actually, I can start talking about the features right now. First of all, everything that it comes with, let's start with that. And it comes with a lot of stuff, guys. It comes with a hard case. It comes with 2 magazines, one extended one regular one. This one is 15 capacity right here, the one that I have. Nicely numbered, as you can see, double stacked. Very easy to load. I think I'm gonna put some 5 rounds, because why not? Let's start with 5 rounds. And 475 inch barrel for 9mm. I think this, well, I don't think, I know because I already shot it, but usually that's at least 4.5 inch barrel for a 9mm, and the recoil is practically non-existent. So I'll pretend that I don't know what's going on here, and I'll try to shoot it and try to find out, right? Let's do that. So we have right there a variety of targets, freshly painted. I think I'll start with the yellow circle in the very middle, and see what we got here. High. There we go. Oh yeah. And a lock back right there. Pretty good group. Now with the red dot probably you're gonna be more accurate, but with the red dot, of course, carrying it with the red dot, you kind of sacrifice the variety of holsters that you can get for this gun. So let's start from the very beginning. Let's start with the grip. As you can see, we have our polymer frame. There is very decent amount of aggression here on the grip. We got a little bit of different style of aggression at the back and at the front. And of course at the side, you can see it's very similar to custom stippling that people normally get on their Glocks. So here it is already implemented, which is very nice. But one thing about the stippling that I wanted to mention here, you can see there's a little bit right here, which I love. I really appreciate that little thing. It might not seem like a lot, but whenever you're having your proper grip, it almost serves like a gas pedal, because you put your thumb on this grippy part right here, and it really definitely does make the difference. So I definitely appreciate it. Canik, however you like to pronounce it, great job. All right, now let's move a little further. We got our mag release button, not a very regular mag release button. Here it actually is very nicely extended, so which means putting in and taking your magazine out is very intuitive, very easy to locate that button. All right, you're not gonna miss it. Now it's not ambidextrous, keep that in mind. All right, and you probably already noticed it comes with the magwell implemented. Again, if you're not familiar with the magwell, especially whenever you have double stacked magazines that are a little bit thinner on the top, makes it much easier to find and do the speed reloading, which obviously, you know, being your sidearm, being your tactical sidearm, makes sense that you will want to be able to reload it fast, and with the mag well and with the thinned out magazine at the very top, makes it perfect. All right, I love it. Let's move a little further. Now we have our slide release over here. Again, as you can see, it is extended, and there are two things that kind of stand out right away to me. And whenever it comes to this extended slide release, first of all, it serves again as a thumb rest for your right hand. All right, I have to think about which one is right, which one is left. All right, enough to be there. Okay, usually if you have a manual safety, that's what you use to have as a thumb rest. But because most of the times those manual safeties are located way back, a lot of times you end up with this crooked, weird shape of a thumb, not very comfortable, all right? But here, as you can see, it goes all the way out forward, and this is a very, very straightforward, very proper grip on this gun. I absolutely love it. Now, there is no manual safety, but we will talk about all the safety features that this gun comes with, because there are a few of them out there. And number two thing that I like about the slide release is so intuitive and really just one hand operation. You don't need to do a lot. That's it, and you're ready to go. Bam. Okay. So let's do some 5 more rounds and see, maybe I can do a better group this time. Okay. And we'll talk about some more features, because there's a lot on this gun. A lot. Magazine is surprisingly, even this being a brand new gun, I probably put maybe 200 rounds through it so far. Very, very easy to load. All right. So the slide feels very light, very easy to rack. But nevertheless, it does handle the recoil very well. So let's do the orange little circle at the very top. A little too high. And we got a little jam. As you can see, we got a little jam. A little jam, but I think it was a user because I let it go. Aha! Bullseye. Alright. So, as you can see, I had a little jam, but that was me. I think I let it go a little too much and didn't manage the recoil very well. So while the cartridge was ejecting, I let it go too much and it got caught, okay? So, let's talk about some safety features here. Because there are a few, there are actually 2 of the visual ones, all right? First of all, we have racked slide, probably has a different name for it, but racked slide indicator at the very back, right here. So as you can see, there's nothing right now, but if I do rack the slide, now you got that little indicator right there, and if I release the trigger, it disappears, all right? Now the reason why I say it's racked slide indicator and not loaded chamber indicator, because there is a loaded chamber indicator. Check this out. I'm gonna actually put a round in it. Ta-da, there's nothing. Ta-da, there is something. All right, as you can see, if my camera decides to focus on it, you see this thing sticking out? That is your loaded chamber indicator, and obviously racked slide indicator, and this thing is ready to go. I'm gonna shoot that round. Ah! Yeah, heard that loud ring. All right, so let's talk about the trigger. Trigger is very interesting. It's a good trigger. It's a tactical trigger, all right? Now, to kind of give you a little bit of understanding the difference between, well, the differences between the triggers, right? You have your accuracy competition trigger, right? Very light, and maybe 2-step or just 1-step where it's bang and that's it, right? Most of the times. And the tactical trigger is the one that needs a little bit more finger smashing, all right, to do in order to get here. Here is a very good balance between the two. You can use this trigger as a tactical trigger, but at the same time, if you're using this gun, like for example, if you're at the range, if you're just having fun, you know, you want to impress your friends and shoot very accurately, all right, you can use it as a competition accuracy trigger. And I'll explain. Let me just show you what it is. Okay. So we have our little pre-trigger here, which serves as your typical Glock safe action trigger, right? So drop safety, if it drops, blah, 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 you're not gonna be able, if you're not pressing this pre-trigger, you're not gonna be able to press this, the actual trigger, all right? For me personally, this is a good psychological thing. So if you're, you know, if you're getting there, it kind of gives you the feeling that you have your finger on the trigger without actually having the finger on the trigger, if that makes sense, all right? But anyway, besides this pre-trigger, which is very nice, and it actually has the grip on it, so I like it a lot. You have, here's where the fun part comes in, you have one, this is the step one, then there is step two, and from there on, you know, if you are doing the competition shooting or if you know the accurate shooting, this is gonna be a very crisp snap. Okay, so the reason why there are two steps is because if you want to use it as a tactical trigger, you can. And if you want to use it as a competition trigger, you can. Because if you just have the competition trigger with one step and it's a very light trigger, then the gun might not be as good of a combat tactical sidearm, because now you have a too light of a trigger. You don't want to, you know, double tap the trigger by accident, or you don't want to, you know, accidentally, you know, shoot somewhere while you are drawing the firearm, you know, which might happen with a lighter trigger. Not the case here. So Canik, great job there. Speaking of the trigger, want to mention the trigger guard does have some serrations on the front in case if you're this type of gripper. All right, you can do that and definitely help. Okay, so let's talk about little features here and there. We have our accessory rail, which on the combat sidearm, good idea, why not? Put the flashlight on, yeah, why not? We have our threaded barrel. Keep in mind though, if you do plan to eventually add some accessory, whether it's a compensator, by the way, if it's a compensator, let me recommend, there is a new compensator, cube, check it out, it's pretty cool, and they actually have it at FDE, same tan color as this one. I'm trying to get it, but right now they're all out of stock on those. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get it. But speaking of the threaded barrel, this is metric, all right? So it's not one of those standard, what is it, 1/2 an inch, something like that thread. No, this is the metric thread. So keep that in mind, all right? Do your research so that if you already do have a silencer and you buy this, it doesn't fit, you don't want that to happen. All right, let's move on further on the slide. We got our serrations at the front and at the back. Obviously, we do have our MOS cut out, which it already, this particular version, it's a full package, so it already does come with the MOS, which is the Viper red dot. Here it is. It's a, you know, nothing special, really basic. Honestly, I would say I'm not a huge fan of this particular red dot for this gun, okay? Because let me explain you why. Because I like to have co-witness on all my sights, all right? If I'm implementing a red dot on my handgun, I would like to still be able to use my iron sights. Well, with this red dot, if you put it on, it blocks the sights and now you're not able to use them. So, a recommendation for Canik or Canik, if you guys are watching this, either pick a different red dot for this handgun that co-witnesses with these sights right here, or for this full package implement a taller sights, okay? And that will be, I think, a better idea to implement taller sights here, because also you have a threaded barrel, so most of the silencers gonna block these sights anyway, all right? So taller sights on this handgun, that would be probably my only, not complaint, but a recommendation for Canik guys, all right? But speaking of the sights, you got your very standard, pretty much 3-dot sight, very nice, and the very front, you probably notice, is fiber optic. I do like it a lot. Very easy sights. The only thing is you need to make them taller because of the accessory on the front, the silencer, and for the red dot to co-witness with the red dot, all right? Now, disassembling the gun is very easy. This is the same disassembly procedure as the Glock. You pull it a little backwards, you press these two little things down, and then the slide just comes out nicely. Just don't forget to unscrew your threaded barrel protection. So let's put some 5 more rounds, and then we'll try to come up with a reasonable conclusion. See, actually I kind of already have the conclusion. I love this gun. I mean, for the price, the value that you're getting, and you probably guys watched my review of Canik TP9SFX, and if you haven't checked it out, that was my very first review of Canik, right? Every time I have to say both, and I was very, very, very impressed. For the price that you can get that handgun for, which is probably about 500 bucks, if you can, you know, everything that you're getting, I mean, that's pretty much a competition-ready handgun. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal. I absolutely love it. If there was a extended, longer version with the threaded barrel, with in a 10, just like this one, the combat version of the TP9SFX, the longer one, I would get that one. That would be my main one, because I do prefer longer, because I'm, you know, more of a competition shooting than, you know, tactical. But kind of would be a good balance. Anyway, let's do some shooting. And this time, I'll try to hit that white on the very bottom. And I got it. Oh yeah. Now that is a better group. And you know what? I'll put some 5 more rounds, and I'm gonna do some rapid fire, because 9mm ammo is available everywhere, and it's so cheap these days. Not. Let's do some rapid fire, 5 rounds, and we'll see what it can do. If we'll survive, not jam. All right. Ha! Canik TP9 Elite Combat. Seriously, I love this gun. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Glocks, but this is, with all the value that they provide with this, I have to say this is a very serious competition for a Glock. So thank you very much guys for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this gun. What do you think about this review in general? If you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm always happy to hear those. If you have not heard what happened to my YouTube channel recently, I have been demonetized completely, so I'm not making any money anymore on these reviews. So I would really appreciate if you can support me through a Patreon. The link will be in the description below. I'm not asking for a lot, just $1 a month, and it will make a huge difference. Thank you very much guys for watching. I really appreciate it. See you guys in the next video.